Next project. But first, that's right, Fat Boy eating good. Freaking bar. It's cause I ate so much last night, I'm still full from the day before. And the day before that, and the day after that. How about that for Fat Boy? All right, man. As you seen at the beginning, we got 4 or 5 little trees, and let's see, 4 or 5 little trees, and 1 big tree. That pine right there. That pine right there. He's a big one. And I'm not a tree man. Right there. Whoops, sorry. Right there. Anyway, there's another one back somewhere, but I'm not walking there. I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna start with these 2 little ones right here and get them out of the way so I can drop them 2 that way. And I'm not a tree man. It just happens to be what I'm doing. 'Cause I ain't scared of it. Now, I hope you don't hit the swing, you don't hit the well house, you don't hit the power. Ooh. Hey, she might not be pretty, but the baby purrs like a kitten and still a beast. It'll take and fire right up for you and still get the job done. Kind of like skid steer from rear. Alright, to be honest with you, the only thing I'm worried about is digging up this stump. See, it's kind of up on a little mound of a hill. The only thing I'm worried about is digging up this stump and digging up those 2 tree stumps. That's probably the most thing I'm concerned about, because I'm not really worried about the power, because the power runs straight from here, and when I make a 360, straight to that power pedestal. So I know, the root systems of stumps sometimes can be scary, and that's where I kind of feel a little uneasy about. The water line runs right through there, and if you make a 360, it runs straight to about the window of that mobile home right there. So getting to what I mean is right here, those trees, some of the root system I'm just a tad bit concerned about. So they're not big trees, but I do know that the water line literally from the trees is pretty close. So we're just gonna, see what happens here. Camera so I can show you where I'm at inside the hole. Right there is where we at right now. So if you see, if I switch sides and start digging this way, break this root up. Jeez, man, but you can't see that. Get all them ants. And anyway, you probably can't see it. Ants everywhere. I don't want to get ants in my pants. You want to see me do the kahua dance. Anyway, I'm gonna switch sides and get at it. Alright, well that's a big old root of a tooth. You know, people never really consider when they say dig up this little stump. I say it all the time. I mean, dude, that ain't no little stump. It's a big stump. And this in the nick of time too, because I could tell that's the only thing about that backhoe is it leaks hydraulic fluid, man, like crazy. And I could tell it needs some right now. I could tell by the way it was digging that the reservoir's low. And I usually put some in it before I get going. But anyways, I'm gonna take and trim off some of these limbs and throw it parallel with a few of these logs. I'm gonna carry it the back there with the skid steer and the grapple, and then I'm gonna take and cut it up. And I'm actually gonna carry it with me to the pond and make a fire pit, small logs out of it since it's little, something that can still burn. And then we'll move on to them two right there, which shouldn't be too big of a deal. Like I said, the only thing I'm worried about is that water. And I know, you know, man, it runs right there with it. So staying a lot of room to work right here. See you in a minute. Hey, don't let nobody tell you that one of these pumps that I use for hydraulic 5-gallon bucket, because it's cheaper. I'll pump it into, you know, regular size like this so I can pour it. But don't let nobody tell you anything's worth a piss, because they ain't. Man, it's like old-timey pumping a well. It's crazy. Let's go get some hydraulic fluid inside the backhoe, and then I can take those two trees down and then get the skid steer on it. That way I can get some things out of my way. Yep, barely touching the stick. I know this old girl like the back of my hand. Just give her a drink. I don't like to put too much in it, because it's just going to, after I get finished using this thing, it's just going to leak out anyway. Well, it sits. Stole. I wish I could get somebody to come out here fair price and fix some of these leaks on it. But old poor boy Georgia Nuts can't afford that. Just can't. Probably cheaper than me keep pouring hydraulic fluid in it though. What you think there, Georgia Nuts? Probably so. Hydraulic fluid's high. Gee, man, it's according where you go. Cost you 60. Really, normally I pay 80 bucks. 80 bucks for a 5-gallon container. I don't use it in nothing but this thing. You know, as far as use a lot of it. Everything else, skid steer and all that, holds up pretty good. Alright, let's get repositioned and go after them other two trees. Alright, let's try this one right here. This one's strong. I think I'm gonna cut a little notch in it. I don't feel comfortable pushing on it. think I'm gonna go get the skid steer and clean up some of this mess before I dig these 2 stumps up. Well, one stump actually. One stump come up with a tree. That's what I wanted to happen with this one, but it was just a little bit too strong on that one. And so I'm gonna get everything kind of out of my way and just clean up some of the heavy debris, dig this stump up, and then I can, you know, actually clean the rest of this mess up. Check back with you when I get her. Well, I might put it up and record clean up. All right, I got the grapple, connect the skid steer. I actually noticed, if you see that side, it's nice and flat right there at the bolt and where the hoses are. And I noticed this one is bent, hence this one's actually got the hose hemmed up in there. But I'm going to get maybe a pipe wrench and try to bend that back to keep that from happening before I get started. That's a wrench. It's supposed to sound like that dude, Crocodile Dundee. Now, that's a noise. Well, the noise sounds better in whatever language he speaks than a wrench does. So, I think I'm going to give up the comedy act on that one. That hose has been eating away for a while. I don't know how long that bad boy gonna make it. Let's get to the core. But anyway, you can see up in there what I was hitting, which is that fitting. But yeah, I might have to put something on this hose just to protect it a little more. You can see it. That's a problem right there too. And the main thing is because when them things open, they're rubbing against those hoses. So I'm gonna have to get some of this sock and maybe put around it, try to keep that from getting any worse, or when I replace them, making it the same. When I open the arms, you'll see what I'm talking about.
If I only had one should've known you felt the same way. We laid our towels on the beach and looked at the night sky. It felt so alive. No, I never thought you'd leave and that'd be the last time. If I only had one wish, I would turn time and fix all my mistakes. In the summertime amaze, your skin was glowing, your sun-kissed. How could I ever forget those days? We went our separate ways, but I hope you close. Na 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 na. I hope you close. Na 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 na, and I hope you close. It's so weird. It's just like
I'm gonna get dig this last stump up right here, and then get this smoothed out and blowed, all the debris blowed, get it smooth, nice and smoothed out, and then you know, get some more grapple drills on it. Look like it was never there. Alright, I'm gonna go get the blower and blow out some of this debris and stuff out of the way, because it ain't good to back drag with that stuff in there. It just causes you drag to look bad. You know, like a drag queen looks bad to me. But anyway, I'm gonna take go get the blower, blow this off, and then start skimming it out and getting it nice and smooth and put some new rock on it.
What's left? Tell me why you upset. What's next? Waitress, let me go and get that check. Cause I've been patiently waiting, tearing these pages. Forms I've been waging, thoughts I've been racing. I'm trying to chase them, so go ahead and tell me what's left. What's left of it all? Who burned these bridges down before me? All these pieces I collect don't tell the story, and neither do you. You shoot me with a 22 just like a bulletproof, but I felt it. Oh, I'm not like the other dude that you dealt with. So tell me, what's left of it all? What's left for us? I never thought you was a quitter, babe. You said your mama raised a winner, but when it came time from dinner, you switched up for a dinner plate. You skipped burning the bridge and made it disintegrate. It's not what it is, it's what it was. Let me reiterate.
All right, that wraps this thing up. Ain't too bad for, I don't know, around, I think started around 1:30. But I kept a little hump on it because that's the equipment slash, get you out of the sun, get me in the sun. It's the equipment slash truck wash or whatever. Anyway, little hump area right here is where wash vehicles and like for the water to run off of it. There, if you remember, is before where the stumps were there, and right there in the center, got it all cleaned up. Looks good. I'm gonna let this pack down. Might put a little bit more rock on top of it, but as of right now, actually some of the rock that I had had a little dirt in it, but ain't no big deal. Rain will get a hold of that. But hope you enjoyed the video. As always, Scott Benson, Skid Steer Premier, YouTube channel Georgia Nuts. Please subscribe and turn your ringer on. I found out that the ringer, if you cut on the ringer, I know people's gonna say he's an idiot, he's stupid. I know if you turn the ringer on, it will notify you of new videos. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna start doing that to some of the folks that that I take and subscribe to their channels and watch. Yeah, put your ringer on, notify your bell. I think it's somewhere in there. I don't know. You can ask somebody where it's at. I don't even know. But hope you enjoyed it. I think everything looks real good, and we'll see you next time on Georgia Nuts.